Hi, y'all. So, I did want to come on here today because I just realized that a year ago, God did something huge for me. Like, this actually was not supposed to be the first video on my page. However, it's just crazy that I remember this, and I just have to tell y'all because that is the point of this page, to tell y'all how good God is and what He has done in my life. So, about a year ago, from now, I was getting ready to take my LMSW exam. For those of you guys who don't know, I am currently a licensed master social worker. So I was getting ready to take that exam, and I was just studying. I personally feel like I studied my tail off. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but I was doing all the things. Like, I invested in studying material, and I'm not really going to speak on which one unless you DM me separately. I can put you on if you want to get the study material, because I don't want no one to feel like I'm bashing the study material. That's not what's going on here. The point of this video is to strictly tell y'all what God and God alone did. It wasn't me. It wasn't the studying material. It wasn't none of that. It was simply God. Period. But the study material was good. It definitely went in depth about how to answer the question. It taught you how to answer the questions for sure. And if you know anything about standardized tests, it's mainly about how you answer the question. Do you know how to answer the question? At least for the LMSW exam. So that's just some background story. I was doing all the things. I had not given my life to Christ at this point. However, I definitely was praying, fasting. I had a relationship with God. It's definitely nowhere near where it's at now, but I definitely had a relationship with God. I was praying. I was submitting all my fear to Him. I was crying to Him. I was begging Him, like, God, please do this for me. You know how hard I've been working, all of the good things. So that's just background story. If you know anything about me as well, I do not like tests. Okay, I do not like exams. I don't like it. I can argue my tail off in a paper. I can participate for hours in a discussion, but when it comes to exams, I don't like it. At this point, I hadn't taken a standardized test in about 6 years. So I'm terrified, y'all. Like, this exam is scaring me. Like, just the thought of it is scaring me. I would be so mad if I invested all this money into getting the testing materials just to fail. Like, all of these things was going in my head. Like, I'm thinking back to undergrad where I literally had to get accommodations. Like, that's how bad I do not mess with standardized tests. Tests in general, but standardized tests especially. And I hadn't taken one at this point in 6 years. So I didn't know what to expect. It was endless mixed reviews about the exam. So I'm just scared out of my mind. So that's just more background knowledge. I don't like tests, and I definitely feel like I studied my tail off. But once again, I still had all this fear and anxiety inside of me. So I called my auntie, and she is also a licensed master social worker. So I was just venting to her. I'm like, Auntie, I'm scared. Like, I do not want to take this exam. Like, I'm having second thoughts. I want to reschedule. Like, what if I don't pass? I'm going to be so sad. Like, I can't believe this. You know, I was just very hard on myself, and I want to let y'all know that's not healthy, y'all. Okay, please do not be super hard on yourself like how I was, because I was really driving myself crazy, and that's not good. And as believers, we just shouldn't be doing that. You know, we all have our moments, but that's what God is there for. But I was kind of just, you know, I was submitting it to God, but not all the way, because I still had all of this anxiety. And I'm just telling my auntie, like, Auntie, this is like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't want to take this exam. Why do we have to take an exam? I don't get the point of this, just going in, y'all, going in, just complaining, just sad, just crying. I'm a mess. Like, I'm literally having a mental breakdown. And she's like, girl, I went through the same thing. Like, you know, trust God. She's just talking to me, speaking life into me, telling me to trust God. She's saying she did not know anything on that exam, but God did it for her. And she said, you know, she told me to just chant 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And she just kept telling me, like, chant that. She's like, do not even tell your mind how many times you want to chant that. Like, just chant it. Let your tongue flow. Just chant it. And I'm like, okay.